Hi, everybody. Just going to wait a minute and see if somebody wants to get on. But if you guys noticed my description of this video, the title is that I've been hiding something. And I'm sitting outside eating my lunch, and I realized that I have been hiding something for almost 15 years. And I've been doing other things instead of something that I've always held dear to my heart. And, um, well, needless to say, my skills that I have done in the massage world grew in a certain direction. And my certain direction is working with the dying and learning how to work with their bodies and to, hi, Brittany. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Um, Working with their bodies and helping people cross over, and helping their beings and their bodies make a decision on whether or not they want to leave the planet. And for many years, I've been doing regular massage. I've been doing other things while I'm working in hospice and learning and doing. And recently, I've been working with a wonderful coach, and she keeps pushing me to find my joy and what brings me. Hi, Julie. Hi, Jasmine. Nat. Hi. And Keeler. She's been pushing me to continuously look at what brings me joy. And I've always known since I was a small child that I am different. And what I'm about to say might make some of you squirm. It might make some of you think that I'm crazy. But what brings me joy is working with people that are dying. What brings me joy is working in the death and dying community. I love working with the dying. I love working with bodies and people that want to make choices for themselves and choose how they want to die. And yes, we all have choice in that process. We all make the choices on how we want to die. And hi, Erin. And I realize I've been hiding that. Because it's not seen in society as an okay thing to work with the dying. And it's strange, it's morbid, what is it? I was talking to a friend the other day, it's goth, all this stuff. And I'm like, not for me. Not for me. I love working with people's bodies. Thank you, Julie. I love working with people's bodies in the choice of how they want to leave the planet. And my other, just what has sparked from this training with this coach that I'm working with is how much I want to educate other people that it's okay to touch people that are dying. It's okay. You want to, if it's a loved one, if it's not a loved one, you want to hold their hand, you want to comfort them, it's okay to touch them. And it's one of those things that I've come to realize that people don't realize, that it's okay to touch people that are dying, that are sick. Nurturing the body at that time, and sorry, my hand's shaking. I'm getting a little tired. I think I'm a massage therapist or something. It's okay to help nurture the body while it's choosing to shut down. Thank you, Brittany. Choosing to shut down and choosing to leave. Conduit to help them cross over, to help the body die. It's okay. I wanted to share a story. I had just spoken with a nurse who I don't know. She was having a mindful retreat for nurses here in the community at the Spirituality Center that I have my office at, Current Spirituality Center. Hi, Kelly. Hi, Christy. And I wanted to speak to her to see if I could, make a connection with her to help see if I could educate some of the nurses on touching the dying. And she told me this story. And guys, this nurse, she's not a new nurse. This is someone who's been in the field for many, many, many years. And she was telling me that she was taking care of a young mother who was dying. And she wanted to touch her so bad. She wanted to hold her hand and rub her shoulders and just caress her. And she was so scared to do it. She was afraid she was going to hurt her. And this is an RN. This is an educated nurse that works in the medical field. And she didn't know that she could massage or rub this woman's shoulders. And she told me that at the day that the woman was actively dying, when they knew she was going to die within a couple of hours, she said, "I don't care if I broke every bone in her, if I would have broken every bone in her body. I crawled into bed with her and we talked and, all of this stuff." And I said, yes, you could have done that weeks prior, and I talked to her and she said, this is so important for people to know because they don't teach this. This is not something that people know, that it's okay to do. It's okay to touch the dying. It's okay to nurture their bodies in this process. And it's one of those things that I've chosen to truly step into in my business and in my part on this planet, is to start telling people that it's okay, that it's time to start nurturing the bodies because they are still alive. When we are dying, we are alive. We are not dead. We are living. So I'm going to announce it here. I'm going to start a series of, it might be Facebook Lives, they might be videos. I'm going to start a YouTube channel, and I'm going to choose to start having conversations about death. And it is something that a lot of times people don't want to talk about it because they have certain points of view of fear or something different in the world that they just don't want to talk about it. But you sort of want to talk about it at the same time. You're not quite sure what you want to do. So I really am going to start this process, and I'm in the process of writing an education book or a booklet or a pamphlet brochure. It's going to be short, on how to do comfort touch with someone who is dying, how to know that it's okay that you can provide a nurturing presence for the person that you're with, and that you're not going to hurt them. You're not going to break them. You're not going to injure them. And just have that knowledge that you can do that. So with that, I'm also going to step more into end-of-life doulaing, being a doulaing, which is something that I have already done, but I've been hiding it. I do it privately. I don't advertise it. I don't, I've just been hiding behind it, and helping people choose what kind of choices they want to make in their dying process. So if someone is diagnosed with something, or someone just knows that they want to make an end-of-life plan, they want to create a living will, and they want to have choices and talk about those choices, and then having someone there that in the process of dying that can support them and the loved ones around them, that can help answer questions and support them. So, what have I been hiding? I've been hiding that I like working with dying people. It brings me joy. I love it. I'm different. I was talking with my coach. She wanted to know my back story on this, why this is something that interests me, and it's always interests me. This is not something that has ever been foreign to me. This is not something that I've ever been scared of. As a child, from the age of 5, when I moved to Pittsburgh, we moved into a neighborhood where it was not right behind my house, but there was some road and a school behind my house. There was a cemetery, a very large cemetery. And I would walk in that and play. And I'm comfortable. I'm comfortable with the death and dying community, and I'm choosing to step more into it, and let people know that this is something that I do. So, hi Heather. I don't know if you're still watching or not. So I wanted to just come on and sort of just bring it out there into the world that this is something that you will start seeing me talk more about. This is something you'll see me start promoting more and doing, and supporting people and having that conversation about death and dying. What are your questions? What are you scared of? What makes you squirm? What are your questions about death and dying? And do you have questions about touch and death and dying? But, is it something that you want to have a conversation on? Is it something you don't want to have a conversation on? Hi, Steph. Hi, Lisa. I have some people in my life, like Stephanie and like Julie and my coach, who know I work with the death and dying, who know that I have this knowledge. But there's a lot of people that don't. There's a lot of people that are just surprised that I choose to work in this field, or even that I do work in this field, because they might be regular clients. They might be regular clients, meaning non-hospice clients. And it's time for me to come out of the shadows. No pun intended. It's time for me to... Thank you, Lisa. It's time for me to not make it taboo, because it's not taboo. We're all going to get there. How we get there and the choices we make is something that we can all think about now. And it's all something that we can have an idea of the choices we want. And starting to make it more visible, because we all do it. We're all going to do it. Maybe not Walt Disney, but he did do it. He did die. He's just frozen somewhere in some place. I don't know. So thank you for watching. Like I said, I'm going to have more live videos. I'm going to start a YouTube channel, conversations about death and dying, and what's up for you on that. What do you want to talk about? If there's something that you would like me to talk about, please put it in the comments and we'll have a conversation about it. I have no challenge answering questions or talking about this, and challenge you to start thinking about it a little bit. What choices do you want to make? If you have challenges and you receive a diagnosis, or if you have an idea of what you would like, on how you would like to exit the planet, what does that look like for you? What would you like to do with that? So, thank you for watching. What does the dying want at the end of their lives? Oh, thanks, Steph. A lot of times, people at the end of their lives, they want to have comfort. They want to be in their own home. People want to